Hey everybody, welcome back. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Bill. I am a certified financial planner. And today for Halloween, just in time for Halloween, we have spooky finance and money stats. I'm going to run through a list of some rather startling or spooky financial statistics. And then we'll kind of end on why I think some of these things are prevalent and then what we can do about them. And I hope that this helps and is informative. Let's get started. All right, so let's start. So according to Bankrate, 57% of Americans cannot afford a $1,000 emergency. Only 48% of U.S. adults say that they have enough emergency savings to cover 3 months worth of living expenses. 36% have more credit card debt than emergency savings. 22% say they have no emergency fund savings at all. The average ER hospital cost in the United States was over $3,000. In 2023, Medicare Part A deductible for each benefit period was $1,600. That's according to Medicare.gov. And according to the Federal Finance Housing Agency, home prices rose 74% from 2010 to 2022, and that's just a short 12-year period, while the average wages rose only 54% during that same period of time. And then finally, on this section here, $8,942 is the average credit card balance of all U.S. households, according to WalletHub. So moving on more into the retirement aspect of it, 56% of workers say they expect to have less than $500,000 saved for retirement, and that includes 36% forecasting that they'll have less than $25,000 in savings, according to Plan Sponsor. Also, according to Plan Sponsor, only 22% of Americans nearing retirement say they have enough money to retire, and that's down from 26% in 2021, which makes sense. 2022 was a tough year. Only 23% have a written plan for retirement, while 40% have done some planning but don't have any formalized plans. Continuing with Plan Sponsor, 37% haven't done any planning at all. 44% of retirees said their expenses in retirement are higher than expected. Absolutely. That's something we see all the time. 51% of American adults have delayed at least one important life decision in the last year for financial reasons. That's a gut check one right there. As me and my wife just having our first son, money is a factor, of course. And then according to Dave, just to finalize it here, according to Dave Ramsey research, 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, 78%. And finally, Americans have $1 trillion in credit card debt. Not a million, not a billion, but $1 trillion. It's hard to even fathom $1 trillion. So let's kind of touch briefly on why. I think that some of these things are occurring and some of them are kind of like duh. But these startling statistics really can be traced back to a lack of financial education and awareness. We don't really teach finance, how credit cards work, how debt works, how investing works, how to be an entrepreneur in schools. And there are some fantastic organizations and nonprofits out there that will help teach children those skills, like Junior Achievement, for example. Further reasons include the wrong mindset when it comes to money and finances, the need for instant gratification. Obviously, rising inflation and prices has been pretty brutal. Predatory lending practices, and then finally, so-called experts on social media and TV, and a lack of personal accountability as well. But it really, among others, but I do contend that a good many of these could at least be addressed with proper financial literacy and education. Maybe not solved, but addressed. So how do we address these things? So for example, if folks are educated on how student loans work, they may think twice before taking out tens of thousands of dollars on a degree that they may not even need to do what they truly want. When we're doing college and education planning, it's what would you like to do? What do you think your son or daughter would like to do? And then is a degree even necessarily for that? There's fantastic trade schools and other avenues that folks can go without a traditional college degree. So another example is knowing the difference between an appreciating asset and a depreciating asset. Obviously, a classic example is a nice fancy car. It's flashy, it signals status and all that other stuff. But the immediate depreciation, the interest, and the monthly bills are factors that are not often considered in that. And really, a lot of folks, they'll buy it, and then they'll a little bit later want to get rid of it because the cost of upkeep, gas, is just so much higher on these items. And it was just maybe an impulse buy or whatever. And really, truly wealthy folks know the difference between an asset and a liability. Moving on, if folks were properly educated on the value of compounding interest, one of the most powerful things in this world, they would be more motivated to invest early and often, and making investing part of their budget and being very deliberate in that. How investment works, what are mutual funds, what are stocks, what are bonds, what are ETFs, and shown examples of compounding interest over time. How X, Y, and Z in present value, what the future value of that will be if you stay the course. It's really powerful, and that kind of is a light bulb moment for a lot of young people. So I wanted to share some of these kind of spooky financial stats, but also there are some ways to address it, and I really think that financial literacy is the way to go. And there's a lot of programs out there that could do that. Dave Ramsey obviously has Total Money Makeover and Financial Peace University. Junior Achievement is a fantastic nonprofit that works with young folks, and even just meeting with a certified financial planner, having an education-first approach to educate and give the tools to make important financial decisions. I hope this helped. Have a good, happy Halloween. Stay safe and be good to yourself and be good to others. Thank you.